It is the time of year to pack up your troubles in a small suitcase on rollers or a pink bag and see BC or some exotic part of the world. If you pack everything but the kitchen sink when you go a-traveling, help is here. Shelley Davies is a professional organizer who has a company called Details Modern Order and Details Modern Closet. And when it comes to packing bags, she has the details too. It is my pleasure to welcome Shelley Davies to Studio 4 to tell us more.
Thank you, Fanny. Nice to be back. Thank you.
I want you to come to my house and pack for me.
Well, we were just saying we'd like to go away.
I know the minute you see this bag so organized, you think, let's go to San Francisco, especially with this rain.
Absolutely.
Your philosophy of getting organized to travel?
Well, it's the same philosophy we used when we talked about organization. Less is more. So really plan is very key. Plan, organize, and make sure you're on top of what you're asking yourself, the questions you need to ask yourself before you go, and be prepared. Don't do it last minute. So less is more. Talk yourself, when we were talking about our clothes, we had questions that we asked ourselves, same as when you're packing up for a trip. Where are you going? Key. What's the season? So if you go to Whistler in the summer, you're going to take different things than you take to Whistler in the winter. How long you're going for? That's how big, how many bags you're going to take, very important. What are you going to do while you're there? Is it a business trip where you need suits? Are you going skiing? We just went to Penticton for the weekend and took our bikes, so we had to take a whole items to go along with that adventure. So you really have to define what you're going to do. And then usually everything you think you need, you don't cut it in half, because that's probably what you do.
Sure. I yard everything out of my closet, throw it on the bed, and then I edit.
Perfect.
I don't know if it's the right thing to do. I'm not a good editor.
No.
No.
One person, one of the travel experts says, put everything out on your bed, take half of it, and then take double the money. Because the odds are, if you do run out of anything,
you can buy something.
You can buy it there. And most of us do. Women love to shop when we get there. So you always want some room to grow.
Well, you know, when I went to France, British Air lost our bags. They went to Milano or something. I'm not sure. But we didn't have them the entire time we were in France. The entire time. I had a pair of black jeans, a black shirt, and some cowboy boots, and it was fine.
I was going to say,
I
that
thought,
you've got key items
it's
that
kind
work.
of easy to travel with no clothes.
I have a suitcase theory of life, and that's basically, if you pack your suitcase for 2 weeks, that's almost what you could probably live with in life. I think we live with too much. So
yes, we do. So where do you start, Miss Organizer?
I think the key, like I said, is being prepared and planning, so is to have a checklist. And call it a travel checklist. So you have the basic things, your clothes, which are about 75% of what's going to go in your bag. You have your gadgets list. You have your, if it's going to be a camping trip, if it's going to, so you create a master list that you run with. So for instance, when we went to Penticton last week, I pulled my sons out at 9 o'clock before we left in the morning, and I go through and I quickly, I don't forget anything, I don't overpack. And it's also a good thing to tuck in your bag, because when you come home, you want to make sure you bring everything home. So it's about really only taking what you need and taking what will work together. So I think the biggest mistake is people are rushing and they're gonna, it's last minute and they throw everything in and then they get there and nothing works.
If you're a fashionista, you need at least 10 pairs of shoes. You just do.
No, you're not allowed 10 pairs of shoes.
How many?
3.
3.
Three, unless you have activities going on. So we've got the casual, walking to casual. We have the casual to dress, so casual walking, dress, and then we have the flip-flops, sandals that can be used also as slippers.
Okay.
But for instance, if you tend to work out when you travel, you should also add your running shoes in there. Or if you're going golfing, if it's a golfing vacation,
golf shoes, of
then
course.
you've got another capsule of things.
Or put the golf shoes in the golf bag, because you have to check your golf clubs.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Well, anybody who's ever hopped a train in Europe with 2 big bags knows it's really dumb to overpack. So you take this little pink bag.
Well, this is sort of, this bag is a line that you just asked who it was, it's lug, and it's really good. And the key to packing well, whether you're in your, this is sort of a purse carry-on, whether it's your purse, your carry-on, or actually in your suitcase, is compartmentalizing everything. So this has everything you need to sort it. So I've got my carry bag for if I go shopping and buy things, so I'm ready to go. Yes, it matches. In here, I just brought a sample of our grab-and-go liquids, but that fits in there.
And the amount, how much on
so
the
you're
plane?
allowed 3.4 ounces or 100 milligrams of items. That's how small they have to be in a quart bag. So 100 milligrams, you can have, what's that work out, 30, so you can have, what's that, 300, so you can have 10 of these. So these are all the things that I need. It's got my moisturizer, my toothpaste, my wash, my shampoo, my lip balm, and my lipstick. So it's all in there.
Well,
so,
you're ready, girl.
Well, and it's all stuff.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just the collection of things that I like to use, the clinic and stuff like that. So, but this can be pulled out at security, and they can go through it right away.
Go through it. They can see it.
They can see
weigh
it in the scanner. So this bag is good. So it's got my. It's also got my. My magazine, which is important. It's got my sunglasses back here. It's also got, because most people travel now with all their iPods and everything. So all this is just simple ways of labeling up
the electronics
all
section.
your electronics, because my son wants the earphones as soon as we get on.
Oh, you've got labels. Of course you'd have labels.
Yeah, so that's my iPod camera.
iPod
that's
accessories.
My speaker, my arm.
So you're not pulling all the bags out. I get it. And say, where is my charger?
Yeah. Put it all together.
You wrote on the baggie. Good.
Yes, because you can reuse it, right? So when I get home,
of course you can.
I put it back into yeah. If you don't lose your bag,
you
put
don't
it back.
Lose things.
No, of course not.
No.
And then what else I did? These are some of the things, not necessarily for in my purse, but this is a really good product that they have out there. There's 2 of them, and this one I've got jewelry in the top labeled. These are vitamins and things. This is a small pill one. This guy is really handy. It comes apart. So these are really good. I have a son for traveling with kids and putting snacks in it. Just small snacks. They're gummy bears.
They're called lock-up.
They're lock-ups, yeah.
They're lock-up, and that's
these
called
are pills. Yeah.
Pills. That's called vitamins,
and
minerals,
all these
whatever
pop
you take.
off, right? So someone was asking about prescriptions earlier.
Right.
Most, if you do have prescriptions, you should put them in a baggie and have them visible in their original containers. Okay. Most pills are marked, so customs will know, but you're talking about speed. You're talking about getting through that lineup so no one behind you is mad at you.
And they don't
so
think you're traveling with ecstasy or something.
Exactly.
Yes.
So those are easy.
So that, we've only got about 3 minutes, so we have to hurry through.
Okay, and this is another really good thing. It just has all the things we need. It's got my passport, my tickets are in here. This is a handy thing if you have kids. Take your son's or daughter's school picture and put their information on the back. So it has their blood type, allergies, anything in case it gets lost, who his parents are.
So that's in yours for him.
That's in mine, yeah. So I'm the mom, so I
you
carry
can
that.
prove it.
Yeah, and then this is just a good example of compartmentalizing when it comes to your makeup and your jewelry and your bag. This is an excellent bag. So it has all sorts of little compartments. Once again, you're looking for visual, you're looking for breaking it up. So those tips
and all of that. I don't see a can of beer in there, but that probably wouldn't be allowed.
That's
on the plane.
And yes.
Okay.
So those are some of the small little
fabulous. And I like the fact it's bright pink because you can find it, and if you're a male, it's even easier because you don't need all the lipstick and the gloss.
Yes, they come. They're easy to travel with. So these are something.
Tell me about this.
These are great. These are called packing cubes. So they come 3 to a pack. And you basically, once again, think of your silverware drawer. If you took out that nice little organizer you had and threw all the silverware in, it would be all over the place. So in your suitcase, you're trying to put things into compartments. So for instance, this little guy might have my underwear in it. So it's there. It's also not it's containerized for the custom guys when they're reefing through my bag. This could be.
Well, if you're smuggling something, you always put your underwear on top and hope they don't
touch it after that. Exactly. This could be T-shirts or something. I snuck this in here because everybody wants to know about wrinkles. 2 ways to avoid wrinkles is to roll your clothes, like your jeans, some of your sweatshirts, etc. Delicates. This is just a dry cleaner bag, and basically you lay it out. Put your nice blouse on it, fold it within itself, so the bag stops the wrinkles from forming.
Oh, good
idea.
idea.
So it's kind of nice,
we
and
used
it's
to use
inexpensive.
tissue, but that makes more sense.
Tissue breaks down, it gets wet. It's kind of a pain once it gets crumpled up.
Sure.
And then this is just a love it if you have lots of jewelry. It's another pack that can hang when you get to your hotel room in the closet and have your jewelry. So there's lots and lots
and
lots
those hanging bags, they do that for cosmetics too.
Yes.
People that travel a lot and they just have it packed all the time.
Yeah.
They bring it out, put it in the bathroom. They got toothpaste, toothbrush.
The works.
Extra this, extra that, and it's so easy. So those are called travel cubes.
Travel cubes.
Got
You can
it.
use baggies. You can use Ziploc baggies if you don't want to go to the expensive.
So what do you do if you're traveling in the winter and you need big snow boots, things like that?
Things like that. Bigger the item, try and wear it on the plane. Do what you
Okay.
can. If you're going to take your ski jacket, wear it on the plane. If you're going to take something bulky, try and put all those items with you.
I totally
it's
get
the
that. You
simplest.
maybe don't look your best in your big parka.
There's some nice ski jackets out
There are some great ski
There's
jackets,
some
but you
pretty
know what I
ones.
mean. Better
Yeah.
to carry. And sometimes planes are cold. And nowadays, when you have to pay for the blanket,
Well, exactly. And that's sort of a lot of why people are wanting to pack less. Not only does it save you time, but there's the cost, right? Every airline is having different charges now
Exactly.
for bags. It's the porter that takes you to your room. There's a cost there if you've got 5 bags. So that's also part
sure.
of being
But you
organized.
use this as your purse,
As my
your
purse,
everything.
yeah.
So as females, we don't have a purse and a bag. Then you leave your purse someplace or whatever. That's it.
That's it. And then I will take a carry-on because I have my son. And that's full of all the things you need with a kid. The food, the games, the things that keep them happy through the flight or the trip.
Exactly.
which
So
is
as I
important.
said earlier, next time I go away, I'm inviting you over for coffee. And you
Absolutely.
can play in my closet. Maybe you could organize my closet before you play. But again, you mentioned know where you're going and know what's there, because hotels now have almost everything. They have
Everything.
ironing boards
Toiletries,
and
yeah,
toiletries
hairdryer.
and the
We don't need
deal.
any of those things.
No,
and they will
absolutely.
get it for you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Front desk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Nice
nice
to see you
you
again.
again.
Yeah. Thanks, Fanny.
Shelley Davies, highly organized.